This episode is sponsored by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro for free at RamseySolutions.com/invest. You're listening to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires, where we talk investing, retirement, building wealth, and outrageous generosity.
Let's go to Charlotte in Cleveland, Ohio. Charlotte, how can we help?
Hi, it's an honor to talk to you guys.
Oh, thank you. What's our honor? What's going on?
So I'm having a good problem. So my husband just found out that he's going to be getting 2 substantial bonuses from his work. And I'm just feeling a little overwhelmed with what to do. We don't currently have a financial advisor, but I just am terrified to make a mistake.
Okay.
But I also feel uncomfortable in that realm. It just seems like sometimes it feels kind of like the car salesman attitude, like a little like.
Yeah, you've seen too many movies, too many TV shows.
How
and
much
my
money are
guess
we
is
talking?
you haven't sat down with a real financial advisor and had a conversation with them where everything they said made sense and you felt like, oh, I can make a decision. Is that fair?
Yeah, I go every 2 weeks to my local Charles Schwab to do my self 401k.
That's
And
not
it
what
just
we're talking
feels-
about.
That's not what we're talking
We're
about.
talking about a real advisor, Okay, so answer John's question.
How much
So-
money is this?
Yeah.
So this year it's like $150,000, and next year it's going to be like $500,000.
Okay. Did you
Wow.
grow up with much?
No.
Okay. So in your mind, and really will go all the way to your nervous system in your body, other people make that kind of money, not us.
Yeah, we've done the Dave thing. We've been grinders is what we call it. And we're not bad now. Like we're worth probably like $500,000 now, but we've really worked, and all of a sudden it's just plop in our laps. And I don't
awesome.
know.
It's amazing.
Do you have any debt?
Feels weird. No, we're 4, 5, and 6.
Okay, so how much do you have left on the house?
Probably about $250.
Okay. So you've been listening to Dave for a long time, yes?
Yeah, we got married at 22,
Gotcha.
and I am 29 now.
So you tell me. You tell me what you think Dave would say to you if he knew you were going to come into $650,000 over the next 2 years above and beyond your normal income, if I understood you correctly. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, what would he say to do with that money?
Pay the house off.
All right, so there's one thing, right? So we knock the house out with this bonus money. And who's doing baby step 4? Who's guiding you through baby step 4, 15% of your income to retirement? Who's doing that? You at Schwab on your own?
Yeah, we've just been kind of doing it ourselves just because we can't.
Okay.
I can't figure out the whole fee thing. And
Well, see,
we've
that's
just
the
been
problem.
Doing, index funds.
That's the problem. It's you shouldn't be figuring out how to do that. I don't want to figure out how to build a house. I want to hire a great contractor who's built lots of houses and has a great track record. So, Charlotte, you've been around us enough to know what a SmartVestor Pro is. These are men and women that have been vetted by our team. And in Cleveland, Ohio, there's probably more than a handful, a lot of them. And you can get to RamseySolutions.com and let's just pick 5, okay, or 3, and set up appointments with them. Have a meeting with them. Look them in the eye. Do you like them? Was one a little bit weird? Was one a little aggressive? Was one really super amazing? Whatever. The idea is, and Dave has told people this for decades, you need to get someone that you feel like you got a good connection with. That's A. B, does a really good job of explaining all this stuff that you're scratching your head on in the Schwab office, and you get to the point where you understand, okay, this is the difference between a Roth. This is the backdoor Roth. This is an IRA. This is what I'm going to do with my 401k. And you get to understand all of it, and they explain it to you until you get to the point where you go, okay, I want to do that, and I want to do that, and you know why. And you have the common sense. You've got a lot of discipline. You guys can figure this out. But that's what you need to do so that you have a plan beyond paying off the house. What are we going to do with this windfall of income? When we look at baby step 5, how much more will we need to put in there to the kids? We think the nest egg is where it needs to be over the next X amount of years. The SmartVestor Pro is going to walk through that with you. And all of a sudden you realize you're completely in control. And I think that's what you're scared of.
Yeah, that makes sense.
John?
So you didn't like that answer. Why didn't you like that answer?
I don't know. I'm like a pretty like plan, like follow the plan kind of person. And it just, I don't know what to do. Like baby step 7 is just so like wide open, and it almost felt like something was taken away from me. Like the plan.
I think you're a control freak.
I think you've had to have control in your life to survive. Fair?
That's fair.
And so that same action that kept you alive all those years is going to choke the joy and life out of this amazing work you and your husband have put in to change your family tree.
Yeah.
And so there comes a moment when you stop being gazelle intense, when you stop running for your life, and then you start building something amazing. And listen, you're going to have to practice that because you've never done it before. What does that mean? You have to look in the mirror and go, we're going to have a paid off house and both of our kids' college funded fully. And we're going to have a couple $100,000 left over. And let's go to a really nice dinner, right? You're going to be able to do some things. And you're going to realize it didn't just solve your marriage. It didn't just fix everything. This is going to be a slow walk like into a new kind of life. I'll tell you the things that have transformed my life. And these are conversations offline with Dave, just private. He's a buddy of mine. And talking about coming from a East Tennessee kid without a lot. He said, dude, I still to this day have to look at the ratios because the numbers are crazy. So I have to look at the ratios. Yes, this car that I can now afford with cash 1,000 times over costs this much. What is it in relationship to how much I gave? What is it relationship to my salary? So somebody old you may have said, $50,000 for a car. Are you crazy? New you might say $50,000 is like me buying a $10,000 car 5 years ago. We're good. And we also increased our giving that much too. See what I'm saying? You're going to have to practice this new identity, and it's okay.
Yeah, we definitely want to give. And I think it is like the whole like lifestyle piece. We live very frugally.
Keep living frugally, but do something fun.
Go on a trip with someone. Man.
Right? You have to get out of your head that only they are successful because now they is you.
Yeah.
You're successful too. And you used to have some judgments about they, and now you're going to have to let some of that go because you know that y'all are a pretty good couple, pretty amazing people.
Yeah. Grinders.
Right? You know those little buckets that we had at Ramsey for a while for the kids? I don't know what the latest product is, but this is a give, like a little container. Give, save, spend. So what you do with this money is very simple. Give some, save a bunch, spend some.
Ta-da!
Okay.
You get that.
Okay, yeah.
You get to decide because you're debt-free. Give, save, spend.
And yes, you've been holding onto the rope for your whole life. You're 29. You're about to be 30, and you're about to be a millionaire. And then you realize the rope runs out, right? So you're going to have to practice that unsteady feeling for a while. It should feel weird for a while. That's all right. You're a millionaire.
You know what may be fun, John? And I don't know if this, tell me if this makes sense psychologically. It's almost like she should pick something to give to first.
Yep.
Get her out of before she even thinks about her and her husband and saving and spending, like just go bless somebody. Like blow their mind with some of this.
Go take care of somebody that you don't know that well or somebody's kind of on the periphery. Ask your pastor if they know of a family. Go give. And also put one nice thing out there that you're going to go get. It's time for my husband to get a car that actually works. Yeah. Right? It's time for me to get a new washing machine that doesn't leak all over, like whatever the thing is. Put those things on paper. Yeah. And then call yourself a SmartVestor Pro. Go to RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor, and they'll get you hooked up. They'll teach you, and they'll get you squared away.
Charlotte, congratulations. You guys have lived like no one else, and now you're about ready to live and give like no one else.
Thanks for listening to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires. Need help with your investments? Connect with a SmartVestor Pro at RamseySolutions.com/invest or click the link in the show notes. Ramsey Solutions is a paid non-client promoter of participating pros. Learn more at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.